Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Excuse me! Taxi!
Come on, what are you doing? This is the 77 WABC minicast.
It's very sad to watch Senator Ben Sasse. Who's Ben Sasse? Ben Sasse. He's 53 years old, and sadly, he's not going to live to see 54. He has terminal pancreatic cancer, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. It's like, I know you can beat anything, but apparently you can't beat this. All right, it develops in your pancreas, and when it develops in your pancreas, it's like hidden from. It's very hard to detect, and it can spread before anybody really knows about it. And so Ben Sasse, former senator from Nebraska, super duper smart guy, Rhodes Scholar, I think, all that stuff. He's been the president of 2 different colleges, one before he was a senator, a little college in Nebraska, and then later the University of Florida. He's like a lot of super duper smart guys. He's a bit eccentric and a little bit strange, but now he's going to die. And I'm very sorry about that. I didn't really like him as a politician because he was always trying to stick it to Trump in all kinds of different ways. Big ways, small ways. I think he might have voted for one of the impeachments. Did he? But Ben Sasse is now like kind of just speaking like a human being, which he is. We all are. And he's talking about death, and it's very, very sobering. And it's also kind of helpful. He's talking about what he would have done differently in his life. Everybody has regrets. He has some. He's expressing those. So some of these things are, Peter Robinson is probably the best podcast so far. Is a former speechwriter for Ronald Reagan, and he sat with him for a long time. And you can find it online. Here's one of the things Ben Sasse said. Remember, he's only got a couple of weeks left. Cut 14, please. Cut 14.
Super strange that the legislature mostly, and there are lots of good people there, and so even some people that I'm going to criticize their behavior, I won't, not by name, but they're caught in a system where we have a big collective action problem where most of the people in the legislature really just wish they were TikTok stars. And so what they're trying to do is find a platform to grandstand. They don't really want to do stuff legislatively. And so we don't pass anything.
It's interesting. That big draw, they want to be celebrities, not legislators. And this started really in earnest, I think, with AOC. A freshman. A brand new member of Congress is the most famous person there. Why? Because she's got a big social media game, and she's pretty. I remember hearing from a veteran member of Congress who'd been there since the 1990s. It was kind of like starstruck to meet AOC, for crying out loud, who just got there 10 minutes ago. Celebrity, social media influence. Hey, why is President Trump going to Texas? He's going to Texas, not Florida. Texas. What's going on in Texas? I'll tell you one thing that's going on there that's bad news. It got a little bit more detail. So there's a Senate race, all right? A Democrat side, it's Jasmine Crockett versus this weirdo punk. I don't like him. His name is Calarico, and I get a very creepy vibe from him. He's the one who probably has the greater electoral appeal in a place like Texas. He strikes me as a con man, total faker. This holy roller stuff. But, how can you be a holy roller and embrace the transgender and all the liberal crap, right? You can't have a genuine, in my opinion, relationship with God if you're, a politician who espouses stuff like that. Something's going on. He's in a primary against Jasmine Crockett, the weirdo crazy Democrat. On the Republican side, we've got three guys, all right? We've got Cornyn, Cornyn. He's the incumbent. You ever see that guy? He looks like George Washington. He is the coolest. He is the most prestigious man you've ever seen in your life, right? He just looks like, man, that guy should be on a quarter. You know, that guy should be on currency. He looks so, what's the word? Patrician. So, hey, do me a favor. Can we pump up the volume for a moment? All right. We're going to come back to it. It looks like President Trump is about to take questions. Yeah, pump up the volume when you get a chance. And, he's talking to the crowd again. He's talking to the regular people. We'll probably have it right after the break. 800-848-9222. 800-848-9222. Cornyn is in a contest against Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, who we had in here a couple of months ago, sitting right in that chair. He's the Attorney General. He's running. And then there's a congressman, I forgot his name, was running. It's down between Cornyn and Paxton. Now, for whatever reason, they say if Paxton gets the nomination, he's got an awfully good chance at losing, right? A Republican losing in Texas. Now, why is that? Paxton has some baggage, all right? The extramarital affairs. And he's something of a holy roller, right? And that doesn't really mix. And he's gotten busted in multiple affairs. You know who he got busted by? His wife. And she hasn't been too quiet about the whole thing. Also, he got impeached once. They tried to impeach him. But I think they tried to impeach him because he's doing a good job. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. The primary is next week. And if Paxton wins, people are very, very concerned about that seat going Democrat. Generally speaking, I don't care about these things. But now I am obsessed with the 2026 midterms. If we lose, we potentially lose everything, all right? And it puts me in a very vulnerable spot. Yes, they're going to come after us. They're going to come after us for what? Telling the truth. They've even said it out loud. Okay, give me a second here. We'll get ready for President Trump when we should have that when we come back. 800-848-9222. 800-848-9222. Last night I told somebody, hey, you know you're in the Epstein files. They did not know it. The look on that person's face. Wow. Everybody should check the Epstein files right now. It's very easy to do. And if you're not in the Epstein files, put in your favorite person. Chances are they're in the Epstein files. About 100,000 names are in the Epstein files. Be right back.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and busts. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.